But I've been trawling these apps, late at night, albeit drunk, whatever, and just kept hitting dead ends, getting blocked. And it's the most heartbreaking thing, the validation on these apps and like faceless profiles and approval of other people that you're attractive or that they want you or they're interested and all these things. Anyway, so I think I kind of went in the studio with quite a negative outlook. I was like, my parents have been married 40 odd years and only to each other and only love each other. And I was like, I want that. So Heartstrings was kind of in the realms of You're Not Alone, in the sense that, all the songs I write are moments in my life and therapeutic to an extent.
When you can't face the world and you don't think you can carry on, all you need to know is you're not alone.
Whereas You're Not Alone was written in kind of a depression, I guess. Heartstrings was written in a similar time, but about my heart, quite literally. I remember it was like quite a rainy, miserable day outside, and I went round to Dan and Jake, who I wrote the song with, to their flat in East London, and I was just feeling a bit meh about the fact that I was single, and I had a whole lot of love to give. Couldn't make it out. But I've been trawling these apps, late at night, albeit drunk, whatever, and just kept hitting dead ends, getting blocked. And it's the most heartbreaking thing, the validation on these apps and like faceless profiles and approval of other people that you're attractive or that they want you or they're interested and all these things. Anyway, so I think I kind of went in the studio with quite a negative outlook. I was like, my parents have been married 40 odd years and only to each other and only love each other. And I was like, I want that. So, the lyrics, like, am I allowed to have it all? Why does it always come with a fall? I think it was about that time where I was just kind of craving love and wanted to be loved. And if you do manage to get my heart, take care of my heartstrings. That's the whole concept behind the song. It's really interesting. The way I wrote the song was I did the backing vocals first because I wanted to try something different. And I basically had this like pad of these oohs, which you hear at the start of the song. And I recorded those BV parts and pads, and then I wrote the top line over the top of the BVs, which I'd never done before. And that was quite interesting. It actually kind of got me out of my funk a little bit because I was in a bit of a mood when I got to the studio. And then later I took it to Mitch Jones. He produced it up for the single release itself. I went down to his place. I can't remember where he lives. I think down in Brighton somewhere. And I said to him, I just want this to be like a kind of an orchestral moment, starting really delicately with piano and stuff, and then building into this like crescendo with these big like the big drums, the tom, whatever they were called, in an orchestra. I don't know what they're called.
Cap drums, timpani.
There we go, those guys. So I just wanted it to be like a really delicate, because that's how my heart was at the time. It was very fragile. And the song came out, and again, similarly with In My Skin, I had messages from people saying like, I feel the same as you. Like, I'm just so tired of working so hard on myself and trying to be the best version of myself, and why does nobody want me? kind of thing. So yeah, that in essence was Heartstrings. And it's interesting because now I'm kind of obviously very happily engaged, and me and Jared's relationship is amazing. We work hard at it and it works. But I realized then as well that maybe the lifestyle choices I was making and, the partying and the this, that, and the other, like, I wasn't doing anything really to better myself. I think I was like, I don't know, I think I expected the world without doing the work on myself to receive that. Do you know what I mean? So, God knows if I had got into a relationship then and it was it would have been very up and down and very topsy-turvy as I was at the time. So I released the song in the first lockdown, that time that it feels like it never happened. I know it did, but do you know what I mean? And I had a bunch of songs on my laptop that I hadn't put out there. And I had a friend of mine, Mazen Murad, an amazing masterer out in, I think he's in Qatar. And I just messaged him and said, look, can you finish this for me? Can you give it the Mazen touch? And he was like, yeah, of course. He was twiddling his fingers over there. I was twiddling my fingers, in London at the time. Our relationship, mine and Jared, we're very lucky in the sense that COVID, I think, actually brought us closer together. We actually got back together again the year before, and we were discussing moving in together. He was staying with me in London. I was, staying with him in Scotland, and, we were back and forth. But we'd already kind of discussed the moving in thing, and then COVID happened, and it was just like, boom. So, I think releasing music during COVID, I was like, I've got these songs that have never seen the light of day, and they deserve to. And also in a place where I'm happy to release them. I think everyone in some capacity has been in a point where they wish they had the love that they want. Not everyone finds it, so I did feel very lucky. And, moving to Scotland was the best thing I ever did. I mean, Christ, for my mental health. And he does look after my heartstrings. He doesn't pull too hard, and, we've got this amazing understanding of each other. I mean, we've been together, I've known him 12 years, we've been together 6, and I know him inside out, and, and he loves that song too. He does his version of it in the shower sometimes.
Never miss your water till your well is gone. Spent so many minutes thinking what went wrong. Right from the beginning made a promise I would always protect my heart. How was I to know when you walked in my life? All my barriers would end up pushed aside. Now I can't control the way I feel, but I know that it feels so right. We've both been here before, but hand upon my heart, be rest assured. With my guard down, just let me know. Am I allowed to just have it all? Why does it always come with a fall? I'm dealing with it. Sometimes you have to learn through the hurts, a matter of time, just you and me. I'm counting the days like the rings of a tree. I'm caught up in it. You're tied up on my heartstrings, just pull gently. Dealt with all my demons and my baggage gone. Now I found somebody I can journey on. Venture down the roads that I haven't been before. With you here I feel secure. Can't nobody tell me that I'm in a dream. Sometimes it will be hard, but we'll make it sweet. I've been lost before, but now I've found my companion to turn things around. We've both been here before, but hand upon my heart, be rest assured. With my cards down, just let me know. Am I allowed to just have it all? Why does it always come with a fall? I'm dealing with it. Sometimes you have to learn through the hurts, a matter of time, just you and me. I'm counting the days like the rings of a tree. I'm caught up in it. You're tied up on my heartstrings, just pull gently. Pull gently on my heart. Pull gently. Strings, pull gently. Am I allowed to just have it all? Why does it always come with a fall? I'm dealing with it. Sometimes you have to learn through the hurt, a matter of time, just you and me. Counting the days like the rings of a tree. I'm caught up in it. You're tied up on my heartstrings, just pull gently. Am I allowed to just have it all? Why does it always come with a fall? I'm dealing with it. Sometimes you have to learn through the hurts, a matter of time, just you and me. Counting the days like the rings of a tree. I'm caught up in it. You're tied up on my heartstrings, just pull gently.